Hey guys, just wanted to pop in and let you know what's going on with me and to tell you guys that I really do miss you. I am actually in the university area of Albuquerque right now, waiting for Bob to come out of his massage. So if I look around distracted, it's because there's people and traffic around me. Um, So I've been very internalized, and this has been very important for me. Um, Rather than listing all of the things that I've got going on for me personally, physically, right now, suffice it to say that it's been a very challenging journey for me personally. I was a gymnast when I was 16. I studied martial arts after that. Um, I've been studying um, many styles of dance for the last 20 years. I do yoga and qigong and stretch pretty regularly. I've been like an active person for most of my life, and I'm currently going through perimenopause and then a whole bunch of other things right now. And it's really challenging for me. And I realized um, that I had a lot of energy out on Facebook, just bringing in new information that I found very interesting and compelling for sure, and also sharing my personal journey with other people. Just was taking time and energy, and there's no judgment in any of that. It was just that when my physical challenges came along, I realized that I needed to pull all of my energy back, all of it. And this reminds me again of the childbirth experience, because when you're going through labor, you become very, very internalized. And I remember my husband was cracking jokes. Um, he would occasionally ask me if I wanted, water or help getting into the tub. And I found that when he was offering to support my body through the labor, then I would listen. But whenever he was cracking jokes or talking to nurses or in any kind of other conversation, I completely tuned him out and went inside of myself. And I rested deeply between the contractions, and then I rode the pain like a wave when I was in the contraction, knowing psychologically that it was going to end, because that's how the wave pattern of labor goes. It's not one long contraction. You actually have they come, in intervals, and then you have time to rest. And so that's what I'm doing now in my personal life. I'm pulling all of my energy in and becoming very internalized. I'm resting deeply when I can, and when I'm in pain, which is often, I ride the pain like a wave. Psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, in every way, I think of it as a wave, and I know that this too shall pass, and it does. I get breaks, and of course, there's always sleeping too, which is rest, such an important part of our health. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I realize, and you've all heard me talk about letting go of fear, and the reason I can talk about that so clearly is because I walk that journey too, and and I know what that is. When you experience a symptom, or when you get to be over 50 like I am, or when you've watched your friends or your loved ones become ill and pass away around you, it's easy to take or to develop fears about disease and dying and just suffering, So during this time, I have been meditating very deeply, and that's why I come and hang out here. Um, actually downtown waiting for Bob to come out of his massage in Albuquerque. It's an hour and a half that I get to just be in silence, no children around, no one's going to come knocking. I'm just sitting in my car, and I take time for myself, and in that silence I release the fears that I have, the anxieties about just being alive in the world. And I realize that everybody has a journey, everybody. It's not like mine necessarily, but you know, it's a journey. And there's nothing to fear about these things that we go through as human beings, and as we go through as being incarnated in a human body. And there's no wisdom in sitting around going, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? Or why do I have to feel this crappy today? And those kinds of thoughts. There's no wisdom in that. There's no why. There's only now. There's only what we're going through. This is it. This is it. It's like, it's a place that's hell and heaven. It's a place that has pleasure and pain. And there's no sense and no wisdom in trying to escape it. There's wisdom in being in it, in all of it. Not just the pleasure, but also the pain, and to be in it and to experience it, and to know the beauty of being alive. Because the beauty is, now that I'm feeling this pain, how will I move forward? What will I hold in my heart through this? And that's where you get to create life in every single moment. I love you.